Hi Soul Family, it's Jerry. Hopefully you guys can hear me. So today I wanted to talk about something that I think will change your life if you are not already practicing it. I know you guys are highly conscious, you guys are doing great in your lives, but there are just some things that I would like to remind you about, and I was really inspired by a video I saw from the Diary of a CEO with Dr. K. So I'm going to talk about some of the things that he talked about, but I was just really inspired by him. And one of the big problems he points out, and that I think will make a lot of people uncomfortable, is a lot of people cannot sit with themselves in silence. And why not? A lot of us want to be bombarded with other sensations. We want that dopamine rush. We want other people to distract us from our healing, from who we truly are. And honestly, it has been widespread over all of our societies, is that we are desensitized from our true selves. We are desensitized because we would rather watch, I don't know, Twitter, Instagram, any social media. We'd rather talk to a friend. We'd rather gossip. We'd rather watch random shows, including crime shows, like Dr. K said, instead of just sitting with ourselves and getting to know what is going on inside of our bodies, inside of our minds. And I highly suggest you guys sit with yourselves for 7 minutes and see if you can sit there without thinking. Can you sit there and try not to think? Because if your thoughts and you're suffering, if your body is overreacting and you want to get up, that is just a sign of an unhealthy mind, and you really need to admit it to yourself, like, wow, I really cannot sit there and just be with myself, because when I am there in silence, there is so much suffering. And I think that is probably one of the most tragic things that has happened to humanity, is that we are being bombarded. They are trying to take over your minds by pushing images and pushing narratives, pushing beliefs that you slowly start to integrate into your mind. And that makes you feel like shit. Like, after you're done looking at social media, after you're done looking or watching a crime show, like, don't you feel like shit? Like, most of the time you're gonna feel numb, or you're gonna feel like shit. There's no other feeling that you're going to feel. So I feel like 98% of your healing is gonna start when you can sit with yourself in silence and you start to have this awareness of what is going on inside of your body. What is going on inside of me? Like, what feels weird? What is my body trying to tell me? If you guys sit in silence and you're like, oh, actually, you know, my solar plexus or my root chakra kind of feels weird, like it feels really weird, that probably means that you need to work on your overall sense of confidence. Maybe your heart starts feeling really weak, or your heart feels weird. That means that you need to start giving yourself more self-love. You just need to have more of awareness. What is my body trying to tell me? Where does it hurt? Where does it feel weird? And then also, when you are looking internally, try to see what is going on inside of your mind. What is my mind doing? What kind of images are flashing before my eyes? What am I thinking about? Have an awareness as a third-party observer and see, okay, when I'm sitting by myself, I immediately start to think about my past problems. I start to think about, I need to do X, Y, and Z today. I start to have anxiety. I'm not even sure exactly what I'm thinking about, but I have this overwhelming feeling that I need to do a lot of things. And just sitting with yourself, you can start to be aware, and you can start to say, okay, these thoughts that are popping up, these feelings inside of my body, they are signals, but they are not who I am. I am not this anxious feeling. I am not my depression that is popping up. And if you can just start to see these thoughts and these sensations in your body as a third party observer, you can expedite your healing. You can start to say, okay, this feels a lot better because every single day I'm sitting down for 10 to 15 minutes. I'm trying to be in silence. I'm staring at the wall, at the white wall, and I can start to feel a lot of my worries go away because I am now in silence. I am at the center point. I am at point zero. I no longer have to drag my past traumas. I don't have to drag my narrative, my identity of myself with me. I'm just nothing for right now. For these 7 to 10 minutes, I am nothing, and that is it. I have no expectations. I have nothing I need to do. I am just nothing. And I promise you guys, like 200%, if you can try to do that every single day, don't react, just observe what is going on inside of your body. Don't feel bad if you have a billion thoughts popping up. Just watch them. Just watch your thoughts pop up and say, okay, I'm gonna see that neutrally. I'm gonna be aware of what's going on, but I know that's not who I am. That is just the person, the identity that I created for myself. Those thoughts are not for me. That is just the identity that I have been portraying, and those are their thoughts. And I really wanted to share a quote with you guys that he talks about self-image. So let me read the quotes. So Dr. K's quote is, "If you believe you're a loser, the empathetic circuits of other people will detect that in you and will treat you like a loser." So even if you are a highly successful person, you know that you are a go-getter, you know that that is the image that you have been portraying to people. But if you still have this secret image of yourself, you still have this feeling that you're not enough, that you are a loser, other people can feel that. That is just the part of us as mammals, is we can feel each other's thoughts, we can feel each other's feelings, and they're gonna start treating you like a loser because that is your self-image of yourself currently. You can start to change it through visualization, through sitting with yourself for 7 to 10 minutes in silence, but you need to start. You have to admit to yourself, like, okay, my self-image of who I am right now is really shitty. Like, I think that I am a loser. I think that I'm an anxious person. I think I'm unconfident, or whatever it may be, whatever triggers you. Other people are going to treat you like that, or they're going to start triggering you because they are just reading your energy. They are just reading what you are sending to them empathetically. So I highly suggest you guys watch that video because I think what he says is really valid. And a lot of us need to start looking inwards, looking at our inner world, and then realizing, okay, this inner world created this outer world, created this personality that I created for myself. And my self-image and my outer version of myself is kind of shitty. Like, I don't like it. I don't like that I can't sit still. I don't like the part of myself that says I need to do 500 things in a day to make myself feel worthy. Because to be honest, guys, you don't need to do anything. That is probably the shittiest thing about this society, is like, you don't need to do 500 things to be worthy. You are already worthy. You are already worthy just sitting there doing nothing. You don't need to show people how successful you are. You don't need to show your parents, you don't need to show your parents that you got into the best college in the world, or you can do this. You are already worth a lot. you need to start affirming it to yourself. You need to start going inwards and thinking, okay, every single day, I'm gonna go to the 0 points. I'm gonna go to silence, because in the silence, I know it can start to heal me. I know that I am not my thoughts. I am not this outer person, this identity that I created for myself. And you will start to see changes. You will feel a lot lighter, I promise you. I did that the other day and I thought, oh, you know what? I have a really relaxing morning routine, but then I sat with myself for like maybe 30 minutes and I was like, wow, I haven't done this in a long time. I just sat there and did nothing and I felt so much better. And I know I'm worthy in that moment. I know I don't need to have constant chatter in my mind. I know whatever my body is telling me, whether it's uncomfortable, it's just giving me a signal. It's giving me a signal, whether my heart hurts, whether my shoulders hurt, whether my root chakra or my tummy or my solar plexus, they are telling me I need to work on things. Honestly, guys, if you can do this every single day, I promise you that your life will start to change, and your unhealthy mind, that unhealthy mind where you can't control your mind, but your mind is controlling you with constant chatter, with this constant mirage of perceptions and traumas that you have kept for a long time, will start to go away, because the silence will start to absorb it. And you will start to feel a lot lighter, and you'll feel, you know what, I am worthy. Even if I didn't do a lot of things today, I am worthy just because I woke up today. And I know that me waking up is a miracle. I am a miracle. I'm allowed to do nothing for 10 to 15 minutes or more every single day, because that is my right. I need to meditate. I need to go back to the center point of the universe, of the creator, every single day, because I need that energy. It's like Star Wars. What do they do when they want to access the Force? They need to close their eyes and focus within. And a lot of us humans need to start doing that. That is probably the #1 reason why humans are suffering, is because they cannot sit with themselves in silence. They judge their thoughts. They can't become the third person observer. They always want constant interaction and stimulation. Okay guys, I think I'm gonna end the video here. I don't want it to be too long. I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this influences you and you start healing yourself from the inside out. And like I said, I 200% know, I know in my heart that this will change your life if you can just... This has been the secret that has been kept from us, and you can kind of tell in our world that we are constantly being bombarded to not figure out who we are, to always have a goal, to always have this hustler mentality that is really toxic to who we are as humans, to who we are as the creators. So yeah guys, leave me a comment, let me know what you guys think, and yeah guys, thank you so much for listening. Bye.